It's so loud inside my head with words that I should have said as I drown in my regrets. I can't take back the words I never said. Yeah! It's so loud.
Okay, it's been brought to my attention the hit new single Words I Never Said by Lupe Fiasco. That video has been brought to my attention, and the strange thing is that before I watched that video, I was watching this video on the Illuminati. I was watching the video on the Illuminati and like the hidden messages inside of like Chris Brown's "Look at Me Now" video. I'll probably post a link somewhere around this screen. But yeah, I saw that first, and then my friend he sent me a link, and then he showed me it, and then I was watching it, and then I was like conscious because I was like, I gotta look for those hidden messages more and focus on the song because I just watched that. So I'm watching the video, and the first thing that I notice, aside from the lyrics, aside from everything else, the first thing I notice is this like this military type, and police are carrying this girl, and she's like resisting them. And then the one thing that catches my eye, it's some clip when they're carrying her away in the beginning. It says in the newspaper that she's a spiritual leader and that she was taken away. Now, before I read the subtitles, I looked at that, and the first thing that comes to my mind was Matthew chapter 24, because in there it says that Seventh-day Adventists will be delivered up to nations and shall be killed. The one other thing that proves this inside the video is when Lupe gets taken away and he's sitting in front of like representatives of like a whole bunch of different nations. So that kind of sparked the whole idea that he's actually trying to commute something that is actually in relation to the Bible, and that there's a lot more things to the video than that. When he first walks up on the bus, everyone has like this mouth guard on their face, and what I think it is that it's trying to show that people aren't going to talk about anything. They're just going to remain just in their little lives doing their own things. They're not going to talk about what's really going on. They see it. That's the reason why their eyes are not covered in the video. They see it. And Lupe is the only one that doesn't have a mask on. So, you know, Lupe being Lupe, he's going to start rapping, and then everyone's going to start looking at him because he doesn't have the mask on, and he's talking like he's speaking. So he's trying to actually get everyone's attention, and then later on, like the police come and they grab him off the bus. So it's more like a thing where, honestly, it reminds me of 1945 and the Holocaust, and with Germany. The people of Germany, they kept silent about it. They kept silent about everything, even though if they knew what was going on, or whether they didn't. But some of them acted like they didn't. So they knew what was going on, but they wouldn't say anything out against it. So it's kind of like they had something over their mouth that would stop them from speaking, which would be like the red thingy. And not only that, in the video, the only thing that seemed to have caught my eye is that there's actually a frame of Jesus right there. There's a frame of Jesus, and that also gives another shout out to the Bible. And not only that, when you look at the lyrics, the first like I think it was four lines by Skylar Grey. So about the lyrics, the one thing that also catches my attention is how Skylar Grey says, she starts off with this, she says, "It's so loud inside my head, with words that I should have said," which might mean that the Holy Ghost is talking to her, because it told her things that she should have said. Meaning she said something that troubled, which also means that she said something that troubled her or someone else. She says, "As I drown in my regrets," meaning she's sorry for what she did. Then she says, I can't take back the words I never said." In context, I think it's saying that she's saying she can't take back the words that she should have said. So that means that the explanation is that, like, it's all more about an anti-government kind of thing, but there's more truth to it than you think, like, and I mean, I'm not going to put my stamp down and say this is what I believe and this is why I believe it. I'm going to more or less just put my opinion out there and just put it right, and just say, okay, hey, maybe he's referring to the Bible. But yeah, you guys could like leave comments below or video responses of what you think you see, because when I first saw it, like, something about it was just subliminal, like something was missing about it. I don't know if that was just me. Like, there's something obviously wrong in it. Like, it's like, wow, didn't I just see that a few days ago? But it's a pretty good video. And there's also a rumor that helps my belief about that he's referring to the Bible and anti-government, because there's also some comments, if you look at the video, like, oh, Lupe is living fearless now, or Lupe is a part of the Kill Illuminati. The Kill Illuminati are basically the anti-Illuminati. They try to expose them. Like, there's also rumors that Tupac was, but we can't back that up because he's dead. I mean, we could still back it up with some of his albums, but they're just conspiracies right about now. But Lupe, if you look at all of his past albums, like, they're just, some of them at least have one song that seems to strike you like, okay, something's obviously wrong, and this song is pointing out exactly what's going on and what exactly is wrong. So those are my thoughts. What are yours? And this is Subliminal Messages, episode 1.